This is connecting with Black America because they love sneakers. They're into sneakers. They love this is a big deal.
And a lot of people said that that's why the Black people like me.
Who I know can't preach to nobody is Donald Trump.
The transition.
I don't know if you guys see, and who we can't preach to especially is the Black church. That's what I know. But he's out here on the people's pulpit, and the people, I'm talking about the right, the conservative pulpit. He's out there leading these people off the cliff, and he's giving. There's so many things to unpack here, but I want to start with two. Sneakers. I don't know if you have that video. Here are the sneakers. Fox News actually, the Fox News host actually stated that the Black vote will go to Trump because of these sneakers.
They really think so little of you Negroes. This is hilarious.
They do, and they sat there on Fox News and they said it's going to be amazing. The black voters are going to definitely start voting for Trump because of these sneakers. Those ugly sneakers. Sneakers that we, why? Black Americans do not. They have kind of stepped back about 2-3 times, 2-3 generations from the American flag at this point. Let me tell you why. Because we see the American flag in this day and age as something that doesn't represent us, something that doesn't include us. So having them on the back of these sneakers, first of all, they ugly as hell, and having them on the American flag on the back of these sneakers, it lets me know a man who is so divisive is going to put that American flag on there, and the American flag could just be the Confederate flag on that sneaker in my eyes. And it's an ugly sneaker, and it has T on the side. I would never. Somebody said because a Black person had wore them, and somebody said all they needed to do was put a little bit of tap, a little tap underneath it, so they can just tap around, shuck and drive. Shuck and jive in the name of Trump.
And for him to say that the guy that was on Fox News saying like it's sneakers, Black people love sneakers. Yeah, it's gonna reach out to them, so they're gonna love this. They're gonna support the hell out of him. Bro, we do Jordans, Nikes, Adidas. We ain't doing no punk ass, ugly ass shoes.
And here's the thing: you made a point. And before I get to that point, go ahead and play for the people to hear what they think.
Yes, my God.
His opponent's crazy because even the sneaker thing, I was on social media last night. Very interesting as you see Black support eroding from Joe Biden. This is connecting with Black America because they love sneakers. They're into sneakers. They love this is a big deal, certainly in the inner city. So when you have Trump roll out his sneaker line, they're like, wait a minute, this is cool. He's reaching them on a level that defies and is above politics. The culture always trumps politics. And Trump understands culture like no politician I've ever seen.
Question for you on that point, though.
Yeah.
Will the people that are excited about the sneakers and excited about Donald Trump, will that translate into them going out and voting for Donald Trump?
Well, anybody willing to put $400 down for a pair of sneakers? Yeah, I think that's commitment and love. It's something.
Okay.
Was there a Black person on set?
Oh yes, it always is. That's the woman. That's one of the main. She's one of the main hosts, and I think a few times she's probably said something for Black people. Maybe, and I say she's been on there for a while now. And I say maybe like I've seen her say something for Black people maybe 2 or 3 times, but it's always somewhere that's always going conservative. It's always somewhere that's always going to lean into Trump forgiveness. It's always something in that sort. So yeah, she's a cutie patootie, but I'm sorry. I don't care how beautiful you are.
I didn't hear it to just now. And the first thing I said, I was like, this really said this mess.
They definitely said it. She's not on this. The Black lady ain't on this panel right now, but the Black lady who's on there all the time, who discussed this type of stuff on behalf of Black people, because she's like the Tim Scott for Trump, but on Fox. And we'll get to that too, because it's all going to tie in together. Stay with me here. So this is the shoe. This is what Fox News is feeding to the people who only listen to them and who are believing that Black people, because this is where they see us. We're not, the bar is here and they see us below hell. That's where they see us. And it's terrible because if they knew, even though a lot of the shoes and sneakers that Black people wear are owned and operated, distributed by white companies,
right.
The brand of the shoe has to be related to Black people. Jordans, like you said, LeBrons, anything that Kanye may make, even though we canceled him because Kanye made it and he's black, people are going to buy the shoe.
Yep.
It has to be black related. Donald Trump. Yo, you got them Trumps on. Somebody said in the comments, you got the air fraud ones. What? The air fraud ones. What? I like them shoes right there. It's never going to give that. Secondly,
Never.
Donald Trump, because this is where they see us. Mind you, this is a sneaker. They said that will win over votes, not healthcare, not Donald Trump's stance on healthcare, not his stance on housing crisis, not his stance on a food crisis, a homelessness, none of that, but a damn sneaker.
Preach.
Okay, so we're moving forward now, and we're going to talk about, and I want you to grab this clip, David, if you haven't already, where he's actually discussing how, because Ben, you also saw something else, which is funny to me, but he's discussing how he's going to win the black vote because he was indicted 1, 2, 3. It's also on Baller Alert. I think it's recent this morning. 1, 2, 3, 4 times. That's what he said. Black people are now loving him because of his indictments.
They think so little of you Negroes.
So now they're putting us in the system, right? I'm about to say the way that black folks say it, but I can only say that with my crew here. Some of y'all watching don't get too comfortable. But black folks, right? Black folks they look at us like they only like sneakers. So they overprice it for us and we have to do 6 jobs to try to get them. So we only like sneakers, and then we only know the system, the criminal system, and we're only on the wrong side of it. We're always jailed. So when they want to add to the culture, it's money, sex, drugs, jail, all kinds of the crime. That's what they see about us. And so that to me is how he sees us, right? And you're right, Ben. The outreach to the rappers. It's only rappers that he's done something good for. And we're talking about Snoop Dogg, who he's happened to be able to get his friend out of jail. And Snoop Dogg was just dismissing Trump, spitting on the White House fence or whatever he did, and saying F Trump when Trump was in power, because he said, Trump is not good for the country. But as soon as Trump did something for him, let his friend free. Now he's like, Trump ain't bad in my book. Well, Lil Wayne has been saying for a while, Trump helped him in some kind of way legally as well. And Trump ain't bad in his book. Kodak Black. Trump freed me.
Meek Mill.
Like Meek Mill. I haven't heard Meek Mill say nothing. He said that too.
Meek is on Donald Trump's jock. I'm almost certain, 1,000% certain. Yes. As a matter of fact, I had a reply to him on Twitter. I said, brother, you can't possibly need money this bad to be jocking for Donald Trump like this. Yeah, Meek Mill.
Oh, this is new for me.
I didn't know it was Meek Mill. I didn't know.
Oh man, I love, and hey, now lyrically, nothing but respect for the man.
Love the like, especially because during his legal troubles, Jay-Z was the one that helped him. For him to rally for.
And matter of fact, who was it? Not Fetty Wap. This platinum plan. The platinum plan came back again just a few weeks ago, and then you had all these black rappers sharing it in sync, all on the same day. The Donald Trump platinum plan, and then they had even your boy Torin from our homeboy. I love him, but he shared it too. They are all. I don't know the coordination schema, but I do know Meek Mill is a part of it, for sure.
Okay, so we can add the new ones too. So what about Sexy Red, who sat on somebody's couch and they made sure that this news only made it to Twitter and didn't leave?
Come on.
Sexy Red saying, I love Trump. What he did for me in the hood, like he gave me extra check stuff. I love him. He ain't do nothing wrong to me. He funny, for real. And my thing is, he's funny, he did all that, but Donald Trump wasn't helping y'all in the hood. Y'all got the extra checks. And you know what's so funny? He was trying to limit what we were getting, and he wanted his name signed on stuff, so you didn't get your check on time when you were supposed to get it. All of these things, he literally stopped congresswomen who were fighting for us to get more for a longer period of time, and just because you got an extra little something during 2020, you thinking that Donald Trump is the best president in the world? Are you forgetting what he said about black people in the past? Are you forgetting where he was both citing things? Are you forgetting that he said January 6th was a beautiful day and people were blaming it on Black Lives Matter? Are you forgetting these things? Are you forgetting why some of y'all people are still serving time to this day? Are you forgetting these? He's choosing which black people that he wants to get out of jail. And if they got a coin or two, he'll stand beside them and get them out. But there's a lot of people who are serving time for no reason. And he just like, it is what it is. He called black African Caribbean countries like mine, the one that I come from. He literally called it a shithole country, as well as Nigeria. He threw paper towels to people, I think it was Puerto Rico, during U.S. territory, threw paper towels at them. Like it was a freaking, this is who that president is. He led as soon as he got, became president. He literally, there are people outside with tiki torches and people literally
Nazis, literal Nazis.
Charlottesville, Virginia, them people couldn't wait. Then you started your mailman, your lawyer, all these police officers. They knew that they can get away with stuff. They started wearing their hoods to work.
See, here's a part they don't, Rebecca. And I'm sorry, I know we in the weeds now, but these weeds are important because they got a lot of Negroes on the dole, right? Ooh. It doesn't take a lot of money. You got to remember they used to give out Trump cash, $600 in an envelope that a political action committee used to give out to a bunch of these niggas for Trumps. Sorry, we got to call them what they are. They call themselves that. They walked around with shirts that literally said N-words for Trump. And this is what they think of you Negroes, that you're going to jump, step, and fetch on behalf of some cheap plastic. Probably ain't even like,
oh yeah, they're gonna tap dance all over it, and then it's funny because
that's crazy.
When you grift, it's like being a black person for Trump is like being a black person in social media's algorithm. It can't be but about 5 of y'all, right? So and he's not gonna. It ain't gonna be everybody getting paid. It's only gonna be about 5 of y'all, so he can say, look what I did for the blacks. Okay. And speaking of what he did for the blacks, I want you guys to hear it for yourself. Listen to what he thinks about us. Part 2, not only the sneakers, but listen to what he thinks about us about indictment. Go ahead and roll that.
And then I got indicted a second time and a third time and a fourth time. And a lot of people said that that's why the black people like me, because they have been hurt so badly and discriminated against. And they actually viewed me as I'm being discriminated against. It's been pretty amazing, but
Are you guys listening to this? Ben, I want you to actually talk about what you saw, because I want to point out something real quick.
Oh no, I saw the next level of propaganda, right? So here's what it is. They shifted the conversation to say, I like Trump because he's going to take down the FBI. Mm-hmm. Notice he's going to take down the FBI, but not your local state departments of investigation, like the Mississippi.
Y'all still going to jail.
Mississippi Bureau of Investigation not only make sure you go to jail, but make sure that people get away with your murder. As people in Gulfport, Mississippi, right? And so now they got you excited because, Donald Trump getting ready to do something against the FBI. Not for your benefit, you big dummy. He's gonna make sure that the FBI can't do anything against him. Meanwhile, he's going to get rid of the civil rights department of the FBI that's trying to help you in cases like against the Mississippi Bureau of Investigation. I want people to really parse the difference. He's not trying to go after the FBI that killed Fred Hampton. That's when Donald Trump was on the side of the FBI who killed Fred Hampton. He's trying to get rid of the FBI that's going to make him go to jail because of January 6th and all of his fraudulence.
Yeah, he's on the side of where black people are looked at, black people for speaking up about anything. If black people who just had the audacity to say that the people who killed George Floyd need to be jailed, the police officers, he's on the side of those feds who look at us that had the audacity to post those things or to cover it, that label us as black extremists. Those feds.
Period.
Those feds. Now, Ben, I was actually talking about a great point that you made. Loved it, mean it. I was actually talking about the video that you saw where because there's layers to this. I want you guys to see about this person who is campaigning to be president again, right? First of all, he wants to give black people sneakers, and he also wants to give he also saying that because he was indicted and got he got a mud shot, you know what I'm saying? That this is why black people like him. So now the third thing is what he said about lights going off.
Lights going off. I done went off. I done went off on the wrong question. I mean,
The lights going off and what he said about black folks.
wait, I know.
All
Wait,
I see,
David, please. I hope you got that video. Do you
I
have
just
the
see
video?
the whites of their eyes. What, bruh? Did you say that for real?
Wait. Do we have that video?
Smile, Negro, so we can see you. Smile.
Because the lights were so bright in the room that the only thing he said he could see was the Negroes in the audience.
Oh my God.
He
Like,
didn't say Negroes. He didn't say Negroes.
he might as well have said it got dog.
That's why we need to play the video, because if it's up to us, I'm gonna interpret it how I heard it.
I heard it. Okay, Rebecca,
I felt it in my spirit.
you heard the same thing I did, and then he had this family say it, but
No.
heard it. Okay.
Please.
No, I see. I don't know. I don't know if David has that hand. If I know David, he's running to get it right now. But
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot. David said that he had if he recalls or something. Oh, okay, never mind. He's there.
Okay, so no, what I wanted to add to that, and even if we don't have the video, it's okay, because just know that this
I
happened.
got it real quick. Go
Okay,
ahead.
cool.
Yeah.
But just to, I want to just point out, this is who's running for president. This is my point of going through these things. And I didn't say anything about your healthcare as a black person, communities, black communities, what they're going to do for our communities to help out and to make sure that there is inclusivity, right? And to take care of our communities. And what about any type of job? What are we talking about when it comes to jobs in those communities, job placements? What are we talking about when it comes to housing, getting people out of this crisis of what they can't pay for, getting them out of just wanting to get assistance all day, and then the process of getting assistance is God knows how long, and then only to say that 100% of black Americans are on assistance like that. How are we helping out anyway? Donald Trump didn't say nothing but, let me show you this sneaker, ugly ass sneaker, and then he went on to tell you that because he has a criminal record, black people like him.
they think so lowly of these people that they will write you a check. They'll give you $600 in an envelope for you to go out there and do something in a shirt that says N words for Trump.
Mm-hmm.
And then they would get on television and say the only reason you're interested in vote, they're not even interested in your politics, Rebecca, is what I hear you telling them. No issue that these black people who support Donald Trump over, they're running after Donald Trump, say, oh, we love you because of X, Y, and Z. And he said, no, you don't. You love me because I gave you golden sneakers. You love me because I've been indicted as many times as your nephew.
Because I let your favorite rappers' friends come out of jail and I protected your favorite rappers. That's why I love you.
That's what it was. That's what Meek Mill out here promoting Tucker Carlson, Vladimir Putin, which is a part of the Donald Trump cabal. And I said, you can't possibly.
Not during Black History Month.
During Black History Month. As good of a rapper as he is.
Not during Black History Month.
They will pay your favorite rapper, but they will not.
Did he say, let me see what's going on, like Tiffany Haddish?
That's the language they're sharing. They're not smart enough to get their own talking points. There's an email thread in here somewhere. A lot of them are on it.
Donald Trump sitting out there giving us golden shoes like it's a golden ticket and
Like
telling us to go vote for him. He's literally giving us nothingness. He's on a pulpit telling us when the lights go out that he can only see the whites of our eyes, and people are like, I need to vote for this man. Where does he stand on the genocide that's happening in Israel and Palestine?
Hell, where do the rappers stand? That's an even better question.
They got to see for themselves.
They got to do their own research like they did for COVID.
They got to do their own research. They got to see when they go see for themselves. They got to go on vacation. They got to pair it like vacation. Oh yeah, David, I know that Donald Trump is 100% Israel, baby. I know that for sure. And nobody's really talking about that. But what we are saying, I know liberals and people on the left, we're saying that we can't really stick beside Joe Biden because where he stands about genocide. But we're allowing this man to prance with some BS, racist stuff, stand beside genocide, literally not give us nothing to work with and tell us how our future is going to be. And we're saying that golden shoes are going to be our ticket to give him a vote.
At least they upgraded from tap shoes, you know.
No, all you had to do was place it. You don't know what them shoes got on the bottom.
Right.
You don't know what them shoes got on the bottom.
Come and look at the coon.
On the Kunta Hotel.
The Kunta. Where's Dr. Mac?
Dr. Hey, man, I was Dr. Mac great last week, man. He doing good, man. That brother.
Anywho,
calendar out. Go ahead, Rebecca.
With this being said, Donald Trump's stupidity and how people care for him, his whiteness, his privilege is what keeps him where he is. His history, how people know him. That's what the people. Everybody knows Donald Trump can't do nothing for nobody. Listen to how he just talks. Listen to how he talks down to us. And even when he talks down to us, it's very limited use of words. Like he doesn't. His vocabulary is not. It's not cool. He's a businessman, but I don't think he's the president, man. So what I do know is that he will be covered, though. His whiteness, his privilege, that covers him. His money, it covers him. The work that we're doing here is not going to stop when it comes to these type of discussions. It's going to be for us and by us here on this platform when the media is telling us to look the other way. You're supposed